Hey everyone, this is alexusadays. So we're continuing with JavaScript for testers, and today we're going to talk about comparison operators. Now we are at module 4, so after we're done with comparison operators, we're going to move to logical operators. So in JavaScript, comparison operators are used to compare values in a Boolean fashion, meaning that the comparison evaluates to either true or false. First one is equality, so two equal signs. Checks if the values of two results are the same. Even they are different types, like a number and a string, if needed, it will convert one type to another to make the comparison. So for example, 5 equals 5 in quotes evaluates to true because JavaScript converts the string 5 to a number before comparison. Next one is strict equality, so 3 equals. Checks if the values of two operands are equal and of the same type. Example 5 equals 5 in quotations evaluates to false because the types are different. One is a number and the other one is a string. Inequality, exclamation mark equal. Checks whether two values are not equal and returns true if they're not equal. Example 5 exclamation mark equal 5 in quotations evaluates to false. JavaScript will convert the string to a number and then perform the comparison. Since the two values are equal after type conversion, it will evaluate to false. So if it would say 5 is not equal to 6, for example, then it would return true. But because 5 is equal to 5 after the type conversion, it says false. Strict inequality checks if the values of two operands are not equal or not of the same type. So for example, 5 exclamation mark equal equal quotation 5 evaluates to true. 5 as a number is not equal, not strictly equal to 5 as a string. The next one is greater than. Checks if the value of the left operand is greater than the value of the right operand. For example, 5 is greater than 3. That will evaluate to true. Less than. Checks if the value of the left operand is less than the value of the right operand. For example, 3 will be less than 5, and that will evaluate to true. The next one is greater than or equal to. It checks if the value of the left operand is greater than or equal to the value of the right operand. So for example, 5 greater or equal to 5 will evaluate to true. And the last one, less than or equal to, checks if the value of the left operand is less than or equal to the value of the right operand. For example, 5 less or equal to 5 evaluates to true. Automation QA engineers often use comparison operators as part of the verification process to make sure that the values received are equal, greater, or less to what is expected. So let's get some examples into the code. Okay, so we're in Visual Studio Code. Let's create new file. So let's create comparison operators.js. All right, great. So let's go with our examples. First, we're going to see equality. So equal, not a strict one, equal, regular one. So let's store the outcome in the variable and then print out the variable so we can see what it resulted to. So for example, and let's call it is underscore equal, and then say, and inside of that variable, we're going to store 5 is equal to a string 5. So number 5 is equal to a string 5. And let's type console.log is equal. All right, let's see what we get as a result. Clear the console. So we're going to say nod 4 and then press tab for it to type out the whole file name, run it. And okay, so is 5 equal to 5? Yes, it is, because it is not a strict comparison. Okay, now let's do strict equal. And by the way, you probably want to pause the video as you go and type it out yourself. So this way we're not only watching and learning, but it's very important that you actually practice and you type things out so you can repeat after me, because it's going to help you to remember by a lot. All right, so next one, let and let's call it is underscore strictly underscore equal. Say, and then we set an equal here to assign this variable the values, the outcome of the comparison. So 5 equals 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 to 5 in quotation. So is 5 type of a number is equal to 5 text if we do strictly comparison. So let's print it out. Console.log is strictly equal. I'm going to comment this out so it doesn't show up in our console response. So clear it out and run it. False. Now you can see that strict comparison actually returns false here. All right, let's do the next one. So inequality or not equal. All right, so let is not equal as a variable name, and then let's assign it value. So 5 exclamation mark equals, which means not equal sign, right, to 8. All right, same thing. Let's print it out. So I'm going to comment out the previous console. Console.log is not equal. All right, let's clear the console and run it. And that's true. 5 is not equal to 8. Okay, great. Let's see the next one. Let's see strict inequality. So strict not equal. So let strict underscore not equal, and we're going to assign it. So let's say 5 exclamation mark equal to 5 type string. All right, let's see what console output do we get. Console logged strict not equal. Again, I'm commenting out the previous one so it doesn't show. Clear out the console and let's run it. So it's true. So 5 type of number strictly is not equal to 5 type of string. Great. Okay, so the next one is greater than. So let's see if greater underscore than variable name. So let's see if 3 is greater than 5. And console.log greater than. And you probably know already the output for that one. So run it. False. So 3 is not greater than 5. All right. Let's see less than. So let less underscore than. And let's do the same thing. So 3 less than 5. And again, we want to have only one output in the console. So we're going to comment this out. So console.log less than. Let's clear it and run it. Yep, that's true. 3 is less than 5. All right, the next one is greater than or equal. Greater than or equal. So in this case, let's let greater than or underscore equal. And then over here, we'll see, let's see if 5 is greater than or equal than 3. Or actually, let's do 5. So it's kind of obvious that it is. If it's equal, it will show as equal. Right? Run it. Yep, it is true. So 5 is actually equal to 5. So because we're comparing greater than and equal, it is returned true. If we would have here, let's say 7, and run again, we will get false, right? If we had like 3, which is still less than 5, then we would have true. All right, perfect. And the last one is less than or equal. So less than or equal. So let less than or equal. So if it takes time for you to type things out, just pause the video, take your time typing things out. That's completely fine. As more you type, as more you practice, the faster you're going to get. All right, so here is 5 is less or equal to, let's say 10 first, right? So console.log less than or equal. All right, let's run it. And that's true. 5 is less than 10. What about 10? Run it one more time. Still true, but how about 11? Is 11 less or equal to 10? Run it. False. Okay, so that's it about the comparison operators. Again, you will be needing those a lot once you start comparing values. You might be receiving some amounts. Let's say you're verifying test cases where a certain price comes back and you expect, so you have an operation, a function that is running something, right, in the system, and then you get a price of an item, let's say, as an outcome of that. Maybe you're calculating tax with the price, right? So you compare to the price that you're expecting, and if it results to true, if the price that you received is equal to the price that you got, well, great, test pass. If it results to false, then test fails. All right. So this is it for comparison operators. I'll see you in the next video. This was alexusadays. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.